Deep Web XXX, the latest from Unearthed Films and their Too Extreme for Mainstream sublabel. It was not that extreme. I didn't hate the movie, but the fact that it was labeled as a too extreme movie made me like it less than I would have if it was just sold under the regular fucking Unearthed banner. There's really nothing that extreme on here. Sure, there's one segment, cruising, that may have something in there that a lot of people haven't seen, but it's, yeah, overall, it's an okay movie, but I was bored through a lot of it as well. It's about a dude who decides to jump on the dark web and go even deeper into the deep web using, like private browsers and going through all the back doors of the internet. Basically, just looking for the hardest shit. It's made up of 8 segments, all of them different videos that he's watching online. Now, I have the titles of the shorts from the credits, but they don't match up to what the segments are called on the fucking website, so that's kind of annoying. The first one's Queens No Hearts by Martina Medej. And I honestly don't remember a fucking thing from it. So, that's not a good sign. Up next is Exposure from Jason Impey. And that one started to get my hopes up a little bit, but at the end of the day, it's just another catch the bitch, strip the bitch, torture the bitch segment. We've seen it done a million times in other movies. Nothing really different. I was expecting more from that one. I really enjoyed Jason Impey's segment in A Taste of Phobia. That was fucking cool, but this one fell a little short. Up next, we have Cruising from Demiziano Cristofaro. That one takes place in a fetish club, and same thing, it starts off super fucking boring. The first 5 minutes is just a dude getting lightly tapped on the ass with a fucking whip. Just get to the shit already, and then they finally grab a dude, put him in stirrups, and start doing shit to him, but it's hard to believe they're trying to torture him with the amount of lube they used. If they wanted to fucking make him really hurt, they shouldn't have lubed up so much. I did really enjoy seeing the fist come out of the mouth, though. That was fucking cool. But yeah, I guess you could say this segment had a shocking bit in it, but and to me it wasn't extreme. But watching this movie also made me realize I'm extremely fucking jaded when it comes to things being branded too extreme for mainstream, and I think that stems back to when I was 21. I was a manager of a porn store. So, no wonder I find all this shit fucking hilarious. I'm sure to normal folks and people who weren't surrounded by fucking fake fists and forearms to be shoved up inside people, they find this a little shocking, but I can't say it's too extreme because I was fucking laughing. And I wanted to be disgusted and appalled. So, sorry Dom, but that segment wasn't your best work, man. Up next is Eucharist, and like when that came on, I was like, what the fuck? Where the fuck did this come from? What's the point? And it was just like some chick kneeling down at a candle dressed as a nun. Don't really remember anything else from it. That one's by Elisa Carrera Fumagalli. Didn't cut it, sorry. Up next, Test 424 from Mason Bell. This one was cool. It was like 3 chicks trapped in a room, and they're doing like some kind of like fucking Russian torture experiment thing on them. Watching them fucking squirm and writhe in pain and all that fun awesomeness and the puking, and that was fucking wicked. Test 424 is not my favorite on this disc, but it's in the top 3 on this disc. That one was fun. Up next is Feed Me More from David Pesca. That one was cool. They've got a person tied up and they're just fucking force feeding them and shit, and there's lots of cool shit going on and some fun torture. I don't feel it belongs on this movie though. This short would have been so much better used in an anthology based on the 7 Deadly Sins. It would have been perfect for like a gluttony segment or something like that. But yeah, it was cool. It was a nice change from pretty much everything else leading up to it. Following that, there's Stalker by Emmanuel Marchetto. I like that one too, but again, I don't think it's extreme. Like, why? Just because the dude has his dick out and he's fucking jerking off to a chick on camera? Like, dicks on screen don't equal extreme. But it was cool just watching this fucking weirdo follow a chick on the street with a cam. But again, like, saying it's one of the better ones on this disc is like saying, oh, it's better that I stepped in this pile of dog shit instead of falling in that pile of cow shit, you know? Like, and then the last segment, Acid, another one from Demiziano. Acid was fucking wicked. Again, not that extreme, but it was well done. The effects at the ending in the bathtub were wicked. I don't want to say too much about it. Not a lot really happens in Acid, but it was really well done. And I really enjoyed the effects in that one. I just don't want to say anything that happens because so little happens. I don't want to spoil it. But yeah, so far, out of the 2 titles on the 2 extreme for mainstream, Torment is the better one, but even that one I still don't feel is that extreme. And the only thing these have in common is that there's naked dudes and homosexuality in it, and if that's what they're deeming or if that's what their criteria is for calling these movies too extreme for mainstream, you gotta fucking try harder, guys, because dudes banging and fisting and sucking and shit isn't that extreme. Like, we watch it with bitches doing it to dudes in movies. It's no different that a dude's doing it to another dude, or a chick does it to another chick. Homosexuality isn't extreme. It's a fucking norm. So, yeah, I don't get it. I might give The Line one more chance, but honestly, I'm not that stoked for another too extreme release. I will tell you though, I'm fucking super excited for the upcoming release, their first Cat 3 release for The Untold Story. That's gonna be wicked. Pre-order that shit as soon as it's available. And they're killing it with their Ryan Nicholson releases. So, at least I have those to look forward to. But yeah, like, I wish I liked this movie. It's got some of my favorite dudes, like David Pesca and Demiziano. Fucking love those two guys. They're fucking wicked guys. And thankfully, I liked one of two of Dom's segments in this, and David's was cool. But just get rid of that fucking sub-label. Release these movies as normal fucking horror movies, and people will probably like them a little more. Like I said, when it's branded as too extreme, I'm going into this expecting some of the most vile, disgusting shit I've ever seen. It was fucking tame. This felt like I was watching it with my homie, and he's just like, there's nothing in this that I haven't already seen in things like August Underground. So, if we can go out and buy August Underground at any time of the year, why the fuck does there have to be like a super small pre-order window on these two extreme releases? They say there's legality issues and they can't have them out in stores or sold on the website and shit like that, but if that were the case, Diabolic and Grindhouse wouldn't be carrying them. And the only legality issues I can see is that there's sodomy in it, and certain states still have that banned in the US. Other than that, there's no fucking legal issues in these movies that I can see. And with that, there's the fucking review, folks. Don't go into this one hyped up like I did. You'll fucking regret it. If you go in expecting something like, I don't know, fucking Boy Meets Girl or some of their other titles, and it just, honestly, this one can be skipped. 3 out of 8 segments are good, and I think it's like $20 or $25, so do that with what you will. If you want to spend that much for 3 good segments totaling about 15-20 minutes of your time, go for it. But I'd probably put that money towards the Untold Story release that's coming, to be honest with you. So there's the review. Thanks for watching. Peace.